That said, I sat here a month or so ago when Mr. Green made a presentation asking something to the effect of how much is enough, and I apologize, I know that's not exactly what it was, or how much is too much.
How much is enough?
How much is enough? And the position taken was that the school district can afford to and should cut 70-something jobs across the school district. And I say 70-something because I don't remember what the exact number was. And I remember one of the concerns that I expressed is that we are a school district of small towns, and we are not a batch of towns that are labor rich. We don't have a lot of jobs between Plastow, Atkinson, Sandown, and Danville. We all go, a lot of us go, somewhere else to work. And I had a concern, if you're talking about cutting 70-something employees from the Timber Lane School District, you're talking about laying off 10% of the biggest, and by far, employer in our area. The presentation that's been made by the school district is talking about cutting 20 positions. That is not insignificant, and that is making some headway towards the argument that Mr. Green was making in terms of his argument that we're overstaffed. So when you look at some of these numbers, it's hard not to look at the stark reality that we are spending too much money to run 2 schools in Sandown. I don't doubt that at all. And I tell you, I grew up in a town that had neighborhood elementary schools, were the backbone of every single neighborhood. A little bit different than the 4 towns that we're in. But as a resident of Atkinson, I could tell you, I would love to have 2 schools in Atkinson, one that caters to the little kids from K to 3, and one that caters to the big little kids from 4 to 5. I don't have that luxury in Atkinson. I'm sure that Mr. Heffernan in Plastow would have appreciated having a little kid school and a big kid school in Plastow. The same in Danville. I think we'd all like to have that, but Sandown has been fortunate that it has had a luxury for a number of years to have 2 elementary schools, as of late a K to 3 school and a 4 to 5 school, that we're keeping open a school for 135 kids. Those 135 kids, every single one of them is important. There's no doubt about that. However, the school district has said that it could fit those 135 kids, could fit those classrooms into Sandown North and keep all of those kids in the town and bring down our cost per pupil. And that's something I have heard people shouting from the rooftops from the last several years, primarily in the town of Sandown as much as anywhere else. So for us to ignore the data that's being put forward by the school district, as painful as it is to talk about closing down a school, I think would be irresponsible, and it would really fly in the face of a lot of arguments that have been made over the last couple of years by people who have constantly and loudly banged the drum that we spend too much money and have sought out conspiracy theories wherever they can find them in this district. So that's my input.